Hello everyone. Again, here's a percentage of the alcohol, about 95%, and we processing this crude alcohol this percentage of about 35-40%. Here's some water on the floor. Just had a trouble with water here. But anyway, it's just for testing, and the customer is gonna sort it out himself, his own water supply. Anyway, this is exactly the same still like in my another previous video. Exactly the same, but another one. It's a different one, second one, and just wanna to show that this still is working. Is a water that getting separated from the spirits that we're processing. Is a tails in a bottle. Here's the heads from very top of the column. Is a valve that controls supply flow, that you use to control the supply of the crude alcohol that you're processing. It's a bloody fly trying to do something with the steel, just interacting, but anyway. This one is for tails control, amount of the tails you're moving, and this one, this valve is for the reflux flow control. Sorry, is it still? It's dark outside, it's night already. So here's still, it's working. I don't want to talk much about that, but anyway, probably a couple of words of how to run it. Now, in case to run the steel, this portion of the steel is getting filled up with water, just water, until the water is come out of this nozzle. So the level of the water in this outer tube is gonna be exactly the same as the level of the water inside. Then we switch on our alcohol supply, open up the valve and allow it flow into the steel until water start to come out of here. Then you shut the valve and you can keep the pump running. Then you switch the steel on, and don't forget about the cooling water. There's a cooling water. It runs through the steel. It runs constantly. It's the first thing to do. When steel is preheated, you would see the level of the spirit just in this tube. Here's a mark. So once it's up, you can adjust the reflux ratio. One more time, if you're working with the same sort of crude alcohol at the same percentage all the time, all you have to do is just adjust it once and don't touch anything. So just switch on the steel and run it. Also have to find the ratio between the supply and reflux ratio, where from this part of the still you're getting only water, no spirit in the water, plus at the same time you're having a high percentage, and percentage would depend on the percentage of your feedstock. Here's the percentage you've got, constantly running about 95, and our feedstock is only 35-40. Also, here's the heads and here's the tails. You're adjusting the tails to run at approximate rates that would be equal to 3.5% out of body flow, and your heads are approximately 10%. I believe I will include some extra valves here for heads control. So if there's too much heads, there's not enough reflux. So there's probably gonna be some different kind of valve, but anyway, it's gonna be included, I believe. We'll see. So this is the still, this is the proof. Thing is working, and one more thing. It's just running on 3 elements again, because my line is not capable to cope with that, the cable I got. The thing is still designed for 220 volts, and it's supposedly 6.4 kilowatts at 220 volts. But we've got 240 volts, and technically still getting overpowered. Too much heat. So if you've got 220 or 210, 200, run an extra one. Otherwise, use three elements and keep one like a spare. Otherwise you can overheat the steel too much. Too much of boiling, and column wouldn't cope with the amount of boiling substances inside. If you've got low voltage, use all 4 elements. In my case, just voltage is too high for this element and it's getting overheated. This is it. Technically, thing is working. Here's the water. It's getting discharged from time to time. Again, it's a continuous still. It can run and run and run. So all you have to do is just adjust it once properly and let it run. Here we've got our production. As I said, the percentage, not really percentage, but I would say the speed of flow, the production rate would depend on the amount of actual alcohol in your feedstock, and this still is designed for the secondary distillation. It's not the primary distillation still, the secondary distillation still. So the more of actual alcohol or ethanol you've got in your feedstock, the higher the production rate. So now we're running at approximately 4 liters per hour something, because it's supposed to be 50. So it's been designed to deal with 50% alcohols, but it's dealing with 35, 40 equally, you know, but a little bit slower. Okay, thanks a lot.